Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Unique Fumi. Yeah, this is a very quick video. I'm not going to take your time. Please just watch. Thank you, my subscribers. First of all, thank you so much, my subscribers. Thank you for your support. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please, it takes just about 2 seconds. Just press that red button, that red subscribe button, just down this video on the right. Look down now. We'll give you a second. Look down now. Press that subscribe button down and you've joined the subscribers. So you're helping, you're supporting. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just want to say something very briefly. Today, coincidentally, today is my wedding anniversary. It's my 16th wedding anniversary. And today I'm not home because I'm in Birmingham, UK for Mary Kay seminar. Mary Kay, I'm a Mary Kay beauty consultant. You know, I've mentioned this in my story. That's one of the businesses I do. I've been on it for over a decade. So I just want to improve myself. I've been to seminar before and it's really challenging. It's encouraging. It's always, you know, motivating to come to. So I planned to come for this year's seminar. But today is my wedding anniversary. So I just want to drop some hints. You know, I know that, you know, personally some people would just come and ask that, how do you do it? How do you guys even, you know, there's no secret. And that's what I always tell people. There's no secret. The most important thing is that God brought us together. God brought us together, but you see, the sustenance of marriage depends on both of you. If both of you are ready to stay married, you will stay married. Struggle comes when it's only one person that is trying to stay married and the other person is already one leg out. Because I believe that when two of you you've made up your mind, you're compatible, you've had your courtship. We've known each other. My husband and I have known each other now for 22 years, but we've been married for 16 years. And I believe that it's not because I give him special dish or because I'm excellent in certain areas or because he's excellent in certain areas or because I'm the most beautiful and he's the most handsome. No, the common factors we have, in fact, we don't have so many things in common. That's the truth. You know, a lot of times they will say, do things together and make sure that you always do things together. We don't do things together because I can't be choked. I'm different. He's different. We have different natures. We don't do a lot of things together. The most important things are what we have in common. And I believe those are the most important things in any relationship. Our faith. Both of us share the same faith. You know, we believe in the same God. So that is very important for me personally and for him personally. And also, we share love. I love him genuinely. He loves me genuinely too, you know, and we trust each other. And I think those three are the main things. The other things, we don't share a lot of things. If you know my husband and I, you know that we are two opposites. I am this, you know, I'm open. He is very private. I can shout for Africa. He is a very calm man. He's very, very calm. You know, I am, you know, spontaneous. No, he's calculative. So you can see that even films, like if I book cinema, if I book a film to watch, trust me, my films are different from his film. When he books for us to go and watch film, I always ask, what's the title of that film? And believe me, he has booked for a ticket for us before to go and watch, and I ended up not going because it was just off my way. It will be punishment. Why should I? And I could afford not to go because our son was old enough, and by then he also had interest. He has already had that interest in sciences. He likes sci-fi. He likes, like my husband likes sci-fi. If he's not sci-fi, things like, you know, action movies. I freak out when it comes to all these sci-fi and all these action movies. You don't want to see your girl watching action movie. I will say, yeah. You know, he's dead. You know, I don't want, it's not tripping me. I prefer comedy. I prefer family movies. So you can see that it's different, you know, and same way, I've booked a ticket before. He followed me. He's the gentleman, you know, he followed me to the cinema, but halfway through that movie, my husband was covering my eyes. Say, Fumi, you're not supposed to see that. That man is kissing his wife. And I'm like, hey, bro, after 3 children, Kilode, leave me alone. You understand? So we are different. So it's not because we do a lot of things in common. And that's why I always say, see, whatever I tell you now is not what you go and implement in your own marriage. Your nature is likely to be different from mine. Your husband's or your spouse's nature is likely to be different from my spouse's own. So if I tell you this is what we do, don't just carry it and go and do. Who are you? Who is your spouse? What works for both of you? Because that is what we do. You know, that line I just said now, that it's just the two of us. What works for us? My husband said it some years ago when we were trying to call each other, because till now we call each other by name. He calls me by name, I call him his name. And we are fine like that. We are okay. We are okay. Our children know that we call each other our names. We love each other like that. You know, but that year, I felt pressured up to the point, because it was like we were the only ones calling each other by name among all the people that we knew. So I tried to make sure that I wanted to change it to an endearment, and it just did not work. I think that lasted for about 3 hours. We started after church, and by evening, my husband just came to hold my hand. I said, Fumi, because he had been calling me. I didn't know he was calling me. He was calling me the endearment, and I didn't know. And the same thing had happened to him too, just about an hour before. It was like, Fumi, see, it's me and you in this marriage. Forget about what anybody says. I dated Fumi. I saw Fumi. I love you, Fumi. I dated Fumi. I married Fumi. I am married to you, Fumi. I'm not married to any any whatever you want to call yourself, either sweet rat or sweet honey or something. He said it didn't flow. And you know, when he said that, it was like a big relief off me. So it's not because I call him Oloworimi. I've called him that before. I've called him Oloworimi before, when you know, like I've knelt down before to say thank you for something, because he wowed me, you know. But it's not something I do every year. It's not something I do every day. It's not something I do every decade self. I can count the number of times I've done that. So it's not because of my own effort. It's just because we share the same belief, we share the same faith, and we have both decided to stay in this marriage. So please, and then we know our deal breakers. Don't be scared to tell your spouse that this is what I can never take in marriage. This, I cannot bear to live with this. So let him know, let her know. So, and she also will tell you her deal breaker, because what a friend, like my deal breaker is likely to be different from my friend's deal breaker, you know. So at the end of the day, it's better to just do what works for you. Do you, as people say now, just do you, don't do anybody. Your marriage is different from every other marriage, because you are different from every other person. You know, what if I say don't take that? That is what I can't take. You may be able to take it. Why don't you stick with what you can take? And then, you know, don't carry bitterness because of what you cannot take. And because I'm telling you to stay there and take it, and you are bitter against someone that you're sleeping on the same bed with, you know, that is really bad. So you know what works for you. Communication, talk, discuss, you know, talk about things. Don't carry issues for long. And whatever you can bear it. You don't have to tell everybody that you are bearing it, because it's nothing to you. Some people, ordinary cooking, what I call ordinary now, some women cannot stick a man that cannot cook. Meanwhile, I will tell you that honestly, it was my prayer point before I got married that I don't want to marry a man that can cook, because my father could cook and he was always complaining about my food. So I said I wanted a man. And that, I'm being truthful now. I said I wanted a man that didn't know how to cook. But God over-answered that prayer. Now I wish he can cook, but he can't cook. And although I enjoy cooking, cooking is nothing to me. But some women will tell you that they cannot deal with that. So, you know, express yourself. If I say, what's the big deal in that? It's a big deal to you. Express it. Live. Don't care about what people say about you. That's what works for me, you know. I don't care about what people say about me. I do me. I live my life. I only have one life to live. And I know that I'm going to tell God. I'm going to give account to God, because that's my belief. So, and that's just my own secret. And, you know, I just want to drop this now. So please take care. Thank God. Yes. 16 years of marriage, 22 years of friendship, not courtship, of friendship. And we thank God for it. And we owe it all to God. It's not by our efforts. We've just been living our lives. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Share. Okay. Take care. Bye.